Right. Welcome again to Dojo X Meditation Sangha. It's great to have you here. First time, and welcome back to all of you. Thank you for being here, honey. So my name's Tony, just to introduce myself again. All of you have been introduced to me. So the meditation form that I work with is from Soto Zen. My parents are both Zen priests, and I grew up in a Zen temple, and so I have this form in my body and in my being, and I like to share it with everybody, and any way that you like to sit is perfect. There is no wrong way to do this. So I'm going to introduce a form, try it out, don't try it out, but see what works for you. And it's always good to stretch and try new things. So I'm going to encourage you to try new things. If you're used to meditating with your eyes closed, you're going to get introduced to an open eye form of meditation. There is no talking or anything after when we get started, so it is just about stillness and silence and following your breath. And after I do the introduction, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay? So first of all, what we're sitting on is a zafu and a zabuton. The zafu is the pillow and the zabuton is the mat. And that's where it all starts from. It's a space that you get to meet yourself or be with yourself. And so you saw me bow to the pillow and the zabuton. That's me saying thank you to the space. And then I turn outwards and bow outward to you and everybody else, and sentient beings all over the place, as my dad would say. So the zafu, when you sit on it, the idea is you're not sitting actually all the way on the center of the pillow. You're actually sitting on the front third of the pillow when you sit on a zafu, and your legs are in a cross-legged position, but laying next to each other like this. If you did want to try it out, your leg sits in this form on this angle, and then sits right in front of it. This takes practice. It's not something that happens overnight. I've had lots of people go from 2 pillows, 3 pillows, and then be able to work their way down. Starting out like where you're at is totally common because the thighs and groin area take a little while to open up. So be gentle on yourself and compassionate with yourself. This form is here for you, and then also if you do feel some pain, I'm going to invite you to move. If you feel some discomfort, check it out before you move. But if you feel it's better to move, I ask that you move with intention, whether it's going to be straightening your leg out or changing your position, that you're moving with intention when we're sitting, that you're not moving really fast and just kind of checking out from the space that we're in. So this position here, I like to look at it as being a tall mountain, Mount Mauna Kea. So your back is nice and straight. Your shoulders are relaxed. I used to sit with my shoulders, and sometimes I catch myself just all really upright instead of relaxing them, just to relax your shoulders. When your back is straight, your chin is facing forward. You're not tilting it down. You have it forward. And then your eyes are at a 45-degree angle in front of you. The idea with eyes open meditation of Soto Zen is it's the same gaze that you train at when you're looking down as you do when you're in relationship with someone else or going through the world. Present and aware. The training for this is, I'm an athlete, so training at being present and aware. That's what this is all about. As a baseline for me, so the vision gives you a very distinct view of are you being present. I don't think this carpet is here by accident. It definitely will take lots of shapes and forms in your mind, and I've seen dogs, cats, people in this when I get focused on something. The idea is to let your vision be broad and wide. I can see both hands while I'm looking down in front of me. I can actually see all of you, not super clear, but I can see all of you sitting in this circle with me. So to let your vision be the baseline for, you'll know when you're not being present, when you want to focus on something, or when your vision totally even goes away with your eyes open. So practice that vision being really wide. The way that we stay with that vision being really wide is through your breath. Diaphragmatic breathing is how the whole thing revolves around breathing into your hara, the bottom of your belly, about 3 inches or 2 inches below your belly button. And your hara is like your tanden, your chi place in your body. It's your center in your core. And a lot of people use the term gut instinct in America. This is where that comes from. And so the more that you breathe into your hara, is the Japanese term for that, and the more you're in relationship with it, that will guide you throughout your day more and more. Like your gut instinct will be a guiding, I like to say, light more than force in your day. So to listen to your gut instinct more than your mind is definitely a much more pleasant experience. So taking a deep breath into your belly, you want your belly to come out when you take a deep breath. If you look at my hand for a second and it goes like this. So it starts down here and comes up into the chest. It's like having a vase that comes up and you're pouring water in all the way down to the bottom and it comes up. If you take nice slow breaths with your mouth closed, in through your nose, out through your nose, you cannot think of a thought at the same time you are paying attention to your breath. It's impossible. It breaks the connection between my thought and my breath. So presence comes from the breath. And that's where that vision will come back or be brought again. So following your breath in and following your breath out. When you were born, you were breathing from your diaphragm naturally. And then as you started to think and your ego started to get activated, your breath started to get shorter and shorter because you only need about 1/3 of your lungs to stay alive. So learning to return back to a childlike memory of something you already all know is all we're doing is reminding ourselves who we truly are. Okay? So your breath, follow it in, your gaze at a 45-degree angle. The last piece is a mudra. And a mudra is a hand form that we do. It looks like this. If you all want to try that, your left hand's out, your right hand's on top of it, your thumbs are just barely touching, and it goes right at the bottom or the base of your hara. And with that, it's like you're holding that hara like a baby, like just a nice soft baby. And then you relax your shoulders, because again, I want to have good form, and you can raise and lower them and just relax, and you can see you can keep it like that. I always used to go like this. Check out my fingers. I always used to be like, how did it ended up like that? Well, there's something about staying aware of all your form that you're doing. This is one of them. So this form is a mudra that you breathe into your diaphragm, and it's like you're holding the base of your hara. Okay? So try that. This is good. This is good. You can't get this wrong. Okay? That's the best part about Dojo X Meditation Group. We can't get it wrong. We're all here together. We will do a 20-minute sitting, and then I'll do a 10-minute talk, and then we'll do a 10-minute sitting to end. Any questions? Okay, that's a good sign. Good. Everybody clear on that? Can't get it wrong. That's a good part. So trust yourself. Move slow if you're in pain, or I'll say I like uncomfortable a little bit, but not where it's taking you out from being present. So trust your body, and the form will unfold as we sit together, and everybody has their own form, as you can see in here, and I love it. So, to start the meditation, I ring the bell 3 times. And when I ring the bell 3 times, you're going to see me put my hand up, ring the bell 3 times. I put my hand right here. When you see me put the striker and my hands up here, this is a gasho. And this is how we start the meditation, is when I put my hands up here, everybody put your hand in a gasho just to feel what that feels like. And then we all bow together nice and slowly and then come back up. That's to say thank you for being here. A gasho is all about thank you. Then you put your hand back into the mudra that you choose, and we're off into the stillness and silence. When it ends, I'll ring the bell 3 times. You can just stay in your form. You will see or feel me put my hands up in this form. Just wait for a second, and then you will feel or see me start to bow. I don't rush it. I move very slowly and intentionally on purpose. So just follow that along. You can't mess that up either. And let's go ahead and get started if everybody's ready. Good? Okay. Anybody need anything before we get started? Everybody's good? Okay, good. All right. Yep, let's do that. Welcome. ahead and move your legs if you need to. If you need to straighten your leg, great. A little blood flow in.
There's a mosquito right here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's great for your practice. A mosquito buzzing over you.
I try to get him over to you.
I thought you were talking about me. That was a mosquito.
Jun Po is a Buddhist priest that talked about that, Lorenzo. He said he was sitting and a mosquito landed on his nose, and that he just sat with the mosquito being on his nose and didn't let it, take him out of swiping it or anything, and just had the experience with the mosquito on his nose.
Just have it.
Yeah.
Have it through a mosquito.
Yeah. And it'd be okay,
That's the key.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Have it be okay. All right. So tonight's talk is about compassion. And compassion in Zazen, or the form of seated meditation, for me is the practice of compassion for self. And it all starts with me having compassion for myself. That if I can't have compassion for myself, I can't have compassion for others. And so when we sit together, that the form of sitting with your thoughts and being with your breath and being present is the practice of having that compassion with not judging yourself, it being okay that you're thinking. And I go off into tomorrow sometimes and my vision goes black, and then I take a breath, or I will go 20-minute meditation and I won't even feel like I took a full breath. My mind is so active and happening at a rate that just has me where I feel or judge it as being difficult or challenging. And I always tell my students that when you've had the most challenging thinking session when you're meditating, those are your best sessions for meditation. When you're sitting with yourself, you're not getting up, and you let yourself return back to being present, trying without judgment. I say trying because it starts out where you start judging yourself as a beginner, and you'll start, I didn't do it right, or there'll be a lot of judgment that comes up when you have a form that I just introduced, and your mind will create all kinds of different beliefs about the form and how it should be, or how you think you should do it. And so to have that compassion for yourself, where you don't hold on to the thought and judge yourself, man, this weekend I felt like I wasn't meditating, I was in this space or inside, and I was judging myself a lot. It felt like my mind was really judgy and questioning everything I was doing or how I was doing it. And that when I'd take a diaphragmatic breath and be like, everything's okay, Tony, to remind myself that it's all, all good, as they say, is like that it's not what my mind makes up to be, isn't true. And so my mind will make up all kinds of judgments about myself, and by practicing daily, I'm a daily practitioner. I encourage daily practice at seated meditation, from 1 minute to 20 minutes, 20 minutes being optimum. That I don't know how it sounds. You train yourself to have more compassion for yourself through the practice of sitting with yourself in stillness and silence. Your mind's going to come up with all kinds of reasons not to be in this position. It will do it. It's not even a choice. And sometimes you get some good moments, and other times you'll feel judgment. And so to have compassion for yourself throughout your day is why I sit in seated meditation, is to have that compassion throughout my day when I feel like things aren't going the way I think they should be going. And the more I practice at it, the easier it gets. And when I do it, I go to the gym. Well, today 2 people are from the gym. That I get to really be compassionate with others while I'm being compassionate with myself. And like going to the gym is a training ground for me to be in relationship like I am being in relationship with myself. So there's where I can practice being compassionate with myself, and the more compassionate I am with myself, the more compassionate I can be with others. And I cannot be judged or being judging others as maybe frequently as you may do without sitting and watching your thoughts. Because my thoughts will come up with lots of judgments at a very rapid rate. And I was talking to Mary Ann about one of them that I have. Is like, I can't remember anybody's name. And we were laughing about it and giving age a thing on it. And, can I be compassionate towards myself that my mind doesn't work that way? And so I'm free to ask anybody their name at any time. And I still felt it today talking to somebody I didn't know their name, and I resisted asking them their name. And it was like I watched myself go in and out of having that compassion for myself and being willing to say, "What's your name?" It seems so simple, but it's a training ground. Of the gym is a training ground. Sitting on this pillow is a training ground. So to really have compassion for yourself as you're developing your practice in meditation, when you do it at home, it's part of the practice is that you're gonna judge yourself on how it's happening. And so to let go of that and do it anyways, like, oh man, I'm thinking a lot, I should just get up, it's not working, I'm not getting what I think I should, I'm not feeling enlightened. Well, that's good, just let it go and still sit. It's totally okay to have that happen, and to be compassionate with yourself is the practice of seated meditation. So again, I encourage you all to sit daily. I like 20 minutes a day. It's a number that I give my clients that I have for my business coaching. 20 minutes a day, and they all resist. Every one of them. And it's totally okay. I can have compassion for them that I know how hard it is to sit on a pillow every single day and sit with my thoughts and sit with myself. And that's the journey. And like, they're working on it the best they can. And so I'm working on it the best I can. And the more that I work on it the best I can, the more that I feel like, man, I develop a community of Sangha or a meditation group that can be working on self-compassion and being in relationship with others from compassion. So as you sit for this next session, honor compassion. Honor yourself. Be compassionate with yourself no matter what thoughts come up or what you think should happen. You're doing it perfect. I love all you guys and girls, women. Yeah,
We love you too, Tony.
that's how I roll. Yes, yes. And so really just know that I hold that compassion as a marker for myself, and then I encourage you to hold it for a marker for yourself. And practice daily at it, even if it's 1 minute. Sitting for that 1 minute, magic can happen. And then relish in 20 when you get the opportunity to.
You always make up the thing is, I don't have enough time.
Oh yes, that's a very common one. Yes, I don't have enough time. So to be compassionate with yourself around that, right? I've always, always moving it back a little bit, just a little bit at a time, to maybe try and get up a few minutes earlier would be my encouragement with that. And sometimes it's better not to move it at all. I was talking to a gentleman today that he's like, man, I've been up at 3 a.m. with my 2-year-old all week. I'm tired. I'm like, please don't do it in the morning. Please get your sleep. How about lunchtime, midday, adjust. Dance with it. Be in that compassion for yourself that I didn't sleep last night, so I'm going to wait till I'm a little more awake, or I get a moment at my desk if you're at a job, or when you're pruning your trees, Steve. That that's very meditative, right?
It's funny, the other day I went to the dentist and sitting in the dentist chair.
Me too.
All of a sudden I sat there and I put my hands together and I started breathing
How nice.
through my nose and everything was fine. It's like,
I had that experience Tuesday, and I was dreading it driving to the dentist. I mean, it just goes through my head. I just have a phobia with dentists.
it was a feeling that no big deal. It's just,
Beautiful analogy. Yeah, I experienced that personally this last week. So, yeah, magic can happen anytime, right? So, have compassion for yourself and practice, practice, practice. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our position that's comfortable. See if you can adjust it so that you've maybe learned something from the last time you were sitting. That's a position that works for you. Yes, Claire?
I need to get up and get that chair.
Yeah, perfect. It's right behind you there.
Oh, great.
Yep, see that? Yep, right there. Perfect. Yep. Yep, they have cushions, or you can put the cushion on it. Either way, whatever works good for you. There you go, right on the zabuton there. Beautiful, beautiful, yes. Excellent. Well, thank you for being here again. After I ring the bell 3 times for the ending of this, I like to not have a lot of talking. Hugging and handshakes are great, but to really be in the energy that's created by Sangha is a very unique feeling in your body if you pay attention to it. So to move with that intentionality, and that what I ask is that when you get off your pillow is that you fluff back up your pillow the way that you found it. I fluff them all really nice and big for you. And then if you could dust off your mat if there's any lint or anything on the mat, and just leave it exactly like that. I will put everything away probably in a couple days, because I love sitting with your energy that has been brought here, and yeah, I appreciate that. And next Tuesday night, same time, same place, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to invite friends or family that you feel that you would like to share this with, because it is free and it is a community, and I've been guessing around 12 we can fit in here. So, and we do have the online community too. So, thank you for coming tonight. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Marianne, for coming. And as always, thank you. All right, here we go. Thank you all for coming tonight. It's been a pleasure and an honor. Look forward to next week. Take your time.